Hey guys, welcome to RK Keynotes. This video is regarding core Java programming, and in the previous videos in unit number 5 under part 1 we have explored what is graphics programming, we have seen what is frame, and we have implemented AWT components using NetBeans. A demo has been shown, and we have seen life cycle of applet, and we have implemented 2D shapes like lines, rectangle, ellipses, circle, arcs using NetBeans. And finally, we have done with implementing color, font, and images. So I have made 6 videos for you guys. If you have missed any part of these things, do check the playlist called Core Java Programming in RK Keynotes YouTube channel. Okay, then what's for today? So today I have planned to make 2 videos for you guys. So we're going to explore part 2 in unit number 5. So the first video is regarding event classes and event listeners, and the second video is going to be adapter classes. Okay, now quickly understand, let's understand what is event handling. So basically event means an activity or an action which you perform that basically interrupts the current ongoing activity. So event can be anything, like you can do key press from your keyboard or a mouse click. Fine. So this event handling code is responsible for all the activity which happens between user and application. Okay, so you can open some application and you'll be doing some clicks here and there, right? You will click on button or you will type something. So all these things handled by this event handling code. Fine. Then who will convey all your events to the program? Of course, AWT, that is Abstract Window Toolkit. We have seen what it is in part 1. So this java.awt.event package provides many event classes. So we're going to explore different event classes and the corresponding listener interfaces for event handling. So for every event there will be a listener. Fine. So we're going to explore all those things in the upcoming slides. So now let's understand components of event handling. So there are 3 components. These are all the main components. One is event, that is change in state of an object, and the second one is event sources, where the event will get generated, and the listener basically listens to the event. So whenever you perform an event, the listener will listen, and the listener will get notified when an event occurs. So that is what. So the next slide is very important for you. That is how events are handled. So how to handle an event. So I'm just performing some clicks. Okay. So for example, I'm just going to press down arrow, so which is taking me to the next slide, right? So how this event got performed. So what happens is that a source generates an event and it sends it to one or more listeners. That is, the listener should be registered with the event, the source basically, right? So once your event is received by the listener, then they will process, they process your event accordingly, and then your output will be returned, right? So for this, so one thing is very important. So event should be generated and the corresponding listener should be registered. So that is very important, guys. So, okay, so events are supported by a number of Java packages. You know well about these packages, right? We have explored util package and AWT. So this is a new thing for you. Java.awt.event. Fine. So there's a simple diagram to demonstrate this. So this is event source. So for example, here I'm performing some event. I'm just throwing some ball. So that is an event, right? So basically, then what happens is that who will listen? Yes. So the registered event listener will listen to this event, so that whenever I throw something, that will catch it, right? Which means that the registered event will perform according to the event, the source event. Fine. So basically we are going to discuss these things. That is, one is so this is event delegation model. So in this video we are going to discuss event classes and event listener. So as I said, that for each and every single event which you perform, there will be the listener. For example, if you are performing action event, then there will be action listener. If you are performing adjustment event, then there will be adjustment listener. right? And in the next video we are going to explore adapter classes. So these are all the handling events, like it can be anything like mouse or event, keyboard event. So we are going to explore all these things. Fine. So event classes and event listeners. As I said that for every single event class there will be event listener. So this is action. The first one is action event. You see this, there will be action listener, right? And so this can be done by using when a key is pressed, right? So and this is the method get action command. And you see this is an interface. Basically these event listeners are interfaces and these are all the classes. So this interface has got a predefined method called void action performed, right? So whenever you are pressing a key, then it will listen, then it will understand that yes, some key is pressed, so it will respond back. Fine. So likewise there is adjustment event, and you know that there will be adjustment listener, right, to listen to this event. And there is text event and text listener, and these are all the methods which is already defined into this interfaces. So we can simply implement these interfaces, and we just want to override all these methods. Note this point, we need to override each and every single method which is there in that particular interface, right? And there is container event, container listener, component event is there, component listener. So it has got these many methods. I have not given these things because the same thing we need to repeat here, that is component shown and hidden, component hidden, mouse moved, resized, right? And we have got focus event, then definitely there will be an interface that is called focus listener. So key event is there, key listener, and it has got three methods: key pressed, key released, right, key typed. Fine. So and then there is window event, there is window listener, and this got these many methods like window open. So windows in the sense like you can open, close, minimize, right? You can deactivate. So all these things, iconified, de-iconified. Then finally mouse event is there, mouse listener will be. So mouse you can press, you can release, right? And so all these methods you need to override if you are using this interface. Fine. So now you have got a picture that what is event class and what is event listener. Fine. So I'll take you to an example quickly using one of the listener. So now how to steps to handle events. As I said that, so you need to implement some interface, right? And then that should be registered with the event. So how to do that? So before getting into that, if you have not subscribed yet, do subscribe my channel and hit the like button if you like this video, so which basically motivates me to do more videos like this. So I have taken one single example over here, that is event handling by implementing action listener, right? Action listener, I'll just go back to the slide. You see this is an action listener interface, and there is only one method that is called action performed. So we need to override this method, right? Fine. You see that I have used that method over here, action performed. Okay, now let's start from the beginning. So this is the program. So I have imported two packages, that is java.awt.star and java.awt.event. Okay, and the class name is aEvent extends frame, which implements action listener. You know what is action listener? Action listener has got one method, that is action performed. Okay, so and then I'm going to use a text field, that is so this is the text field, right? We need to enter some text. We'll be using that. We have already seen this one in AWT components. Fine. And just creating an object for that, and I have set bounds, that is 60, 50. This is the width and height of that and the position, and I'm gonna use a button. So this is AWT component. So I'm just I have given as click me over here. Okay, and this is about set bounds, again the position, width and height of this. Okay, so we have seen that. How can we handle an event? First we need to implement an interface, right? That is, here we have done this interface got implemented, right? And then the second step is to register this. Basically this is a listener, right? We need to register the listener with these events. That is what I'm going to, so I'm going to click this button, right? That is click me, which is given in the reference name b, right? Reference variable, right? So I need to register that one, that is b dot add action listener. This refers to this, right? So which means that this uh, this listener got registered with this event. So whenever I click on the button, so this will you know this registered listener will keep on listening, then it will be executed, right, whenever an event is performed. Okay, so finally we need to add all these things, right? We know that we have already explored this one, and set size, about the frame and layout, visible, true. Okay, fine. So this is very important. We need to override the method which is there in the interface. That is one method, right? Action performed, and which is overridden here, and we are just going to set some text like welcome. Whenever I click on the button, it should display welcome. That's it. And in the main method, object got created. So now let's run this using NetBeans interface. All right. So this is the program which I have taken. There is a package, and the same program I have copy pasted here. Fine. So now I'm gonna execute the same. So I'll just go to the program and I'll run this program. Now let's see what happens. So you need to understand two things. That is, first we need to implement the correct interface which we need, and we need to register that interface with the event, right? So two steps. So this is what the output what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform some event, that is action. So I'm going to click on this, click me, so it is going to display welcome. That's it. So hope this is clear for you, and I'm going to take you to one more example. So that is using event handling. So in this example I'm going to use applet. So one concept, right? If we are using applet, then we don't want to use main method. In the previous example we have used main method over here, because it is not an applet, because it is a frame I have used. So over here I have imported three packages. One is awt.event and applet, right? And the class name is test event, extends, applet, implements, key listener. So now how many methods are there in this listener? Let's go back to this and we will understand. Key listener, right? So which is here, right? We have got three methods, within this interface, and we need to override all these methods, right? So that is key event, under key event. All right. So what I'm trying to do is that I have implemented that interface, that is key listener, fine. And initially I have set a string message equal to null, and that is, if you are using applet, then we'll be using init instead of using main method, right? Yes. And you see this add key listener. So here this what do you call this, key listener got registered with this. Fine. Okay. So now we need to override all these all the three methods which is there in that key listener. That is, one is key pressed, right? I'm just going to display yes, key is pressed, something like that. And that is the status I'm gonna show. Show status, basically it should be in small like this. Okay, so and the next one is key released, right? And key typed. So you need to override all these three methods. That's it. And if you are using applet, then don't forget to use paint method to draw some strings if you want to display some strings over there. So the message which you are going to type is going to display it in this way. Fine. So let's try this one using NetBeans. So what I'm going to do is that I've copy pasted the same program over here. That is three packages I'm going to use. I'm going to use applet, and the listener is key listener, and key listener has got three methods. Basically we need to override all the three methods. So that is one drawback of using this. So this is why we go for adapter classes. So in the next video we will understand adapter classes in a clear manner. So now let's execute this program and understand what will be the output. So the program name is test events, right? So I'll just go to that and run file. Yeah, so this is the output window. What I'm going to do is you see this, I'm going to press key from my keyboard. It is going to show key pressed and key released. Can you see that? Like this. So fine. So this is how key pressed, key released in these events will work, right? And key typed, it is showing. Fine. So hope you understood these two programs and these two example programs under event handling. And the next video is about adapter classes. So if you like the video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you, and thanks for watching this video.